So if you're clear with your answer for verse 1, now Atmananda will tell you verse 2, what to apply to your answer from verse 1. Verse 2. Ask yourself this question. If I clearly see it, not fuzzily guesstimate, if I clearly see that I am the background intelligence before, during, and after the I plus world thought, then it should be reflecting in my deep sleep. As in, my deep sleep is not nothingness anymore. It is not an absence of I anymore. It is the recognition of the absence of the I and the world. Has my deep sleep transformed? Ask yourself. Right here in this verse, he's telling me that if what was told in verse 1 was really your experiential recognition, in verse 2 he's telling you, then it should have reflected by now in your deep sleep. Give yourself 2 minutes before you jump to the answer, get all frazzled. Has it reflected that I am continuous? Just like Ekta spoke about a song that goes on in the background and there is some jumping in and then it quietly goes on again in the background. Has deep sleep become like that, where I recognize that I am that quiet background actually, from which the song arose, in which there was ownership of the song, and again into which the song dissolved? Have I recognized waking, dreaming, deep sleep? I am continuous. When I am in deep sleep, I feel I am absent. This is ignorance. So, Atmananda is saying in this verse that when you start recognizing I'm the continuous background intelligence, this ignorant idea goes away. Yeah? When this ignorant idea goes away, that concept does not block me from recognizing that I am knowing nothingness in deep sleep. That which I have termed as deep sleep, I have termed it from the waking state's perspective. Yes. The waking body mind person has given this the label of deep sleep. But truly, what is deep sleep? Is deep sleep really absence of me? No, it's the absence of the waking person. It's the absence of the waking world. Oh, who is knowing this absence? I am. I have to be there, no, to know. Who is knowing the absence of the waking person? I am the presence that knows the absence of the I, the so-called fake I, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, the friend, the Advaitin, the spiritual person, whatever. This I who knows the absence of the I. Oh, this is the real I that does not claim to be I, that does not say it is the I. It's just a quiet background intelligence, the presence. Let's call it the presence. The presence knows the absence of the I. The presence knows the absence of the I's world. Its waking world, its family, its friends, they are not here. And I know they are not here. Okay. In deep sleep, you're not talking to yourself. The moment you're talking to yourself and saying, oh, I know the absence of the person Are you in deep sleep? No. Then you've come to the waking. Do you get it? It is simply a knowingness. Simply a knowingness. I know the absence of the I. I know the absence of the world. I don't say it to myself. I don't express it because the presence cannot speak. The presence cannot hear, see, smell, touch, taste, none of it. The presence simply is. The presence simply knows. Yes, this recognition becomes so clear in me that the ignorant thought that I had, the ignorant idea that I had, that I am absent in deep sleep state, that ignorant idea just goes away. I cannot hold on to it anymore. Not because Ekta says so, not because Atmananda scripture says so. No, no. Because I am clear. Because I am clear. I see the absence of the I and the I's world. Similarly, see the absence of the dreamer and the dream world. I am the presence that knows the absence. I am not absent. Yeah? This is the difference that happens. I am the presence that knows the absence. I am not absent. Your own Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana will provide you the testimony. Yes, Ekta cannot provide you the testimony. Atmananda scripture cannot provide you the testimony. Your own Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana and your honesty with yourself will tell you, yes, I see this or I don't see this. Yeah. So, question to ask yourself. Does my deep sleep not veil the reality anymore? Is my deep sleep a darkness of absence of the I? Or is it a clear recognition of the presence that knows the absence of the I and the world thought? I'll repeat that again. Is my deep sleep the darkness of absence of the I? Or is it a clear recognition of the presence knowing the absence of the I and the world thought? If it is the presence knowing the absence, and I'm very clear about it, then I have attained Nirvikalpa Samadhi. My deep sleep has been transformed into Nirvikalpa Samadhi. It does not veil reality anymore. Yeah? So the only experiment for us is to recognize in our Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana tonight. What Atmananda said, is this my recognition? Is this my own personal experiential recognition? Ekta cannot come and plant this in me. Atmananda scripture cannot plant this in me. It is my own interest. It is my own turning in that will help me see this truth. Have I turned in? So your own Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana will transform your deep sleep into Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Nirvikalpa Samadhi simply means that I know that there is nothing. I am still there. I know the absence of the I thought and the absence of the world thought. I know. I am the presence that knows the absence. This is the meaning of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Very simple words, experiential words. Yeah? No point giving you the big long definition from the Upanishads. We don't even want to go into words. We want to go towards that silence. The presence that knows the silence. Yeah? This is what Atmananda means by, if this truth takes deep root in thought, then deep sleep, giving up its character of veiling the reality, becomes transformed into Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Very clear? Keep asking yourself every morning, has deep sleep transformed into Nirvikalpa Samadhi yet? Every morning. Only when it is transformed into Nirvikalpa Samadhi does one come to his Nijasthiti. Nijasthiti is the third word in the title. His own natural state. Nijasthiti. Until then, it's only theory. Every night before sleeping, I remind myself, I, the consciousness, do not sleep. Only the body mind lies down in bed to sleep. The waker will sleep, and I will know that the waker sleeps. The dreamer will arise. I will know that the dreamer will arise. Then the dreamer will sleep. I will see it sleeping. And there will be the absolute absence of the waker, the waker's world, the dreamer, the dreamer's world. Aha, I know. But you're not going to be speaking to yourself. This is just Ekta conveying your recognition to you in words right now. You are not speaking to yourself that time. It's just a seeing. You just see. When you see, you know you are the presence. Your deep sleep has transformed to Nirvikalpa Samadhi means what? Now you don't use the word deep sleep. Deep sleep was the waker's terminology. Yeah? It is my Nijasthiti. It is my personal, natural state. Nijasthiti. So when the idea of deep sleep transforms to the recognition of my personal natural state, Nijasthiti, that transformation is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Very clear? If you understood this, then you will very easily understand verse 3. I am above the waking state. That is why I am the knower of the waking state. I am above the dream state. So I am the knower of the dream state. I recognize there's really nothing like deep sleep state. It was just a term coined by the waker. This is who I am. I have always been this. Oh, this is my Nijasthiti, natural state. The transformation of deep sleep to Nijasthiti, that transformation is only Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Yeah? I am beyond. I am always there. I am continuous. I am ceaseless. I am relentless presence. I am beyond Samadhi. I am beyond all states. I am simply that which does not say I. Nija word is like personal, natural. Yeah? In that naturalness, there is no I. There is no I sense. So it is beyond that sense of I. Yeah, right now you have a sense of I that is listening, sense of I that is understanding, grasping. Yes. Nijasthiti is beyond the sense of I. That sense of I is also a state. So now, when there is the recognition of oneself as the continuous, ceaseless, relentless presence, then one is back to one's true nature, Nijasthiti, natural state. When one sees I am beyond waking, beyond dreaming, beyond the idea of a deep sleep state, then only does one recognize oneself as continuous, ceaseless, relentless presence. That is Nijasthiti, even above the states of Samadhi. Once you recognize your Nijasthiti, now there is no more mistaking the world or the fake I as me or mine. Yeah, there's absolute clarity. It is all Satchidananda. It is one. Yeah? When I recognize it is one, will I try to suppress anything that appears to be not one? It only appears to be not one. The waker appears to be separate from the screen. It is dancing on the screen. It appears to be not one. But actually, I know it is me only. Will I try to suppress this and make the waker, a good meditator, a good Advaitin? No, the role is of a bad waker. I am not going to fight with the bad waker. Do you see this? That is its role. This is the hardest part to accept. Oh, now the waker has to be only a good waker. It's on the Advaita path. It cannot be a bad waker. No. Good and bad. These opposites belong to what? The waking world. They do not exist in the presence beyond. The presence has projected the good nature. The presence has projected the bad nature. Both are part of the waker. So be it. So be it. If you truly want to see the oneness, the ekatva, the ekta, the unity, the singleness, then you will have to go beyond this opposites and that forceful inclination in you to wanting to make the waker a Buddha. No. The waker can be its angry mummy, yeah, the upset daddy, the not so eloquent speaker. It's okay, whatever it is. What is. What is. I am not that. And I do not even intend to change that. What is. Till now, I was following the waker. Now I rest beyond. And if the waker wants, it can follow me. And it will. That is an automatic happening. So the change that happens in the waker is a natural happening because the waker now follows me instead of me running behind the waker. This is very subtle. Yeah? You have to have astute and intricate observation to recognize this. First, you need to have interest in your own self. Yeah, so you withdraw from the world and look within, and then with astute and intricate observation of your own self, you will recognize this too in you. You'll recognize this chasing this. You'll recognize the stopping of the chase. And then you'll recognize the reverse chase. It'll happen on its own. This part you cannot fake. The Dvaitam path walker tries to force this part. Yes, he tries to bring it on with struggle. Yeah? But it's not his natural recognition that I am this, no? So this does not come very easily. The Advaitam path says, you recognize this, that I am the background. The waker will follow you. Yeah? Dvaitam path says, okay, we'll see when we get to the background. You just force yourself to walk this way. Force the waker to walk this way. And the waker is not done yet. The waker is not convinced yet. Yes, when the waker gets convinced, oh, I do not exist, and humbly, honestly accepts it. I do not exist. I do not exist. I am that background. Yeah. Till the waker does not get convinced, he is not going to follow. Do you see what I'm saying? The moment it's convinced, it will automatically walk towards the Nijasthiti. I am deep sleep. Remember, deep sleep is a mistake. It's not a correct understanding. Deep sleep is a term given by the waker. Yeah? Waker is not there in deep sleep. It is just creating a story post deep sleep. Yes? So it's like the projected image on the screen, the heroine or the hero on the screen, giving a word to the background screen on which the hero is projected, heroine is projected. Yeah, so all the hero or heroine will say is, oh, when I am not there, then the background screen is there. Are you seeing this? So from the perspective of the waker, that is deep sleep. Yeah. Now we have shifted our stand from the waker to the background screen. So now what is really my position, my stand, is of the deep sleep. But the deep sleep word is also coined by the waker, no? It is deep sleep in reference to the waker when he says, I am absent. But I, the background screen, know that I am present. I am presence itself. I am present when the waker is the hero on the screen and dancing and running around the bushes. And I am still there when he has disappeared from the screen. I still am. Oh, deep sleep is a misnomer. It's a mistake. There is nothing like deep sleep. To explain to the waker, I will have to use the word deep sleep so he understands, he grasps it. But in reality, when I recognize my true nature, I know there is nothing like deep sleep. Only I am. Only consciousness is. Yeah, so when I recognize that, there is no more mistaking myself for that waker. Yeah. Again, warning, Advaitin starts struggling. Oh, now the waker should not come on the screen. I know the hero has his assigned role. He has the rest of the story to complete. Yeah, the story is not over. So he's going to come back on the screen. Stop struggling with the waker now. This is an Advaitin problem, a higher level, Jagat Mithya level problem. Once you start recognizing as your background, you start trying to suppress. No, the waker should not come up now. Oh, it's not possible. It's not possible. Okay, the waker can come up, but the waker has to be a very holy waker. But that's not his story. That's not a story. No, you make the waker sit and meditate for 12 hours, 15 hours, go to the Himalayas, give up the world. You become a holy waker. No, but that's not the story of the waker. Do you see that? This is the struggle. This is the Dvaitam path struggle. Compassion. Compassion. That's all that arises for the Dvaitam path walker. You are an Advaitan, so you don't go back to your Dvaitan ways of trying to suppress the waker. Let the waker be. Just recognize I am not bothered by the waker and the waker's story, because I am not that. Earlier, I thought I was Ekta. So I wanted to be good Ekta and I wanted to be the best Ekta and this Ekta and that Ekta. Oh, I'm not Ekta only. I'm not the person only. Oh, what a relief. I don't have to change her. She can be the way she needs to be. She's playing a role. Let her play her role. Let me sit behind and enjoy the movie. You see this? This actual getting behind on your seat, recognizing I'm not the hero or heroine on the screen, this relaxing, this relief of just sitting behind and distancing yourself. This will truly happen only if your deep sleep shows you that you are the presence. When your deep sleep gets transformed to Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Otherwise, it's not happening. You've seen that. You keep shuttling. You become the waker. You become the parent. You become the child, son or daughter. You become the sibling. You become the employee in office. And then there's the struggle, that whole second phase, which we spoke about. I don't like this song. This song should change. That war continues. And that is suffering. That middle phase is dukkha, is suffering. And there is a way to seize this dukkha. There is a way to end this misery. Simply recognizing, oh, I'm sitting on the chair, I'm not on the screen. Stop pretending to be the hero or the heroine. The only problem is the ego that comes up. They say, oh, all this while I was an idiot thinking that I'm the hero or heroine. No, I'm not ready to accept it. I'm not ready to accept my folly. How can I be wrong? That little taming of the ego is the Jagat Mithya journey. Tame this ego, domesticate it. Enough it has run in the wild and really caused a lot of misery. Now enough. So pick up, okay. Now I need to really recognize, and my own deep sleep has to provide the testimony. Like I told you, Atma Darshan is one step higher than Atma Nirvriti. If something on the Atmanirvriti journey is lacking, is not clear, then it will not reflect in your deep sleep. But you should not be hard with yourself. Okay, maybe I missed something. Yeah? Can I just go back again? Yeah? Humble, honest, truthful with my own self. That's called self-integrity. Your job is to not suppress, not dictate, yeah, not give condescending remarks to the waker. Just let it be. How you let your teenage daughter or son, you just let them be, Just let them be. It's no point if I jump in and then there is that whole fight. Yeah? When you just give them their space, they make a folly and then they learn and then they stand up and then they come to mama or to dada. Yeah? Exactly like that. Yeah. When you are in your nijasthiti, there will be absolute clarity. There is only oneness. That oneness has been given the name Satchidananda or Brahman. That is why new names were coined. Because our language does not have words which could justify this, which could explain this. It's not that Satchidananda or Brahman also really explain it very well, but it is at least a hint to move in that direction. Yeah? When you get established as the Brahman, the Satchidananda, you recognize there is no Jagat. Jagat Mithya. The way I conceive of the world is an illusion. So, last homework for you, take a step beyond and simply be the intelligence right now that has produced this Advaita session thought. Take a step beyond and simply be the intelligence that has produced the Ekta thought. Take a step beyond and simply be the intelligence that has produced the desire for liberation thought. Take a step beyond and simply be the intelligence that has produced this Atmananda scripture thought. And now, after reading the scripture, there is a new thought. The person who wants to be in the Nijasthiti. Can the person thought be in the Nijasthiti, the natural state? No. Yeah? So recognize where you're going to fall. You're trying to make the waker come to the Nijasthiti. No, the waker is going to be the hero or the heroine on the screen. I have to shift my recognition from being the waker to being the background intelligent screen on which the waker is projected right now. This stand, then continuously maintain that stand throughout the day. Let the waker create its drama. It's fake drama. Don't you realize it? A movie is fake. The story is fake. Why are you crying? That snake on the screen is fake. What are you so afraid of? It's fake. It's fake. Just recognize its fakeness. Then the crying doesn't happen. The fear does not happen. The sadness does not happen. You are untouchable. You remain untouchable. Yeah? Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. And when you stay there, you will see there is no more a desire to change what is projected in the story. The story is fake, anyways. See them as thoughts. Angry spouse is simply a gross thought. Angry child, gross thought. Angry boss, gross thought. They are thoughts. They are like the smoke that bothered you earlier because it was an indication of fire. But now you see, oh, it is only a smoke thought. So silly I have been. So silly. The fire is a thought. Yeah. Whatever. The world is a thought. That drama created by that person, whatever, is a thought. There is no movement from the recognition of oneself as the presence, the intelligence that is beyond. Not even one movement. I am the untouchable sky beyond the smoke. The smoke thought cannot stain me because it is a thought. The smoke thought cannot cloud me. Smoke thought cannot hurt me. I am beyond, untouched. This is Nijasthiti. I am untouched. Just be that presence all day. Today, the homework is to maintain this stand all day. Whatever chaos happens, drama happens, fun happens, passion happens, let it happen. All part of that story. Even if there are opposing thoughts and you feel, oh, the waker, which is an Advaitin, should not be doing this opposite. No. Recognize it. Again, this is Dvaitam conditioning. I'm trying to force the waker towards the background screen. No. The waker can be. I am the background screen. I forgot that I was the background screen and assumed to be the waker. I have to just recognize that I am knowing the waker right now. I am not the waker. If I were the waker, I would not know myself separately from a distance like this. I wouldn't know the waker separately from a distance like this. But I so clearly see it. Now I continue this seeing all day and I take it into my Swapna Nidra Nyan Sadhana tonight. If you practice it during the day, it will slip into your dreams and will slip into deep sleep. If you don't practice it during the day, it will be very hard to suddenly shift. Do you see it? So it has to be a continuous practice during the day. Very clear? Yeah. Remember, you are not the waker. You are not the waker. You are the background. You are the intelligence. You don't have to become the intelligence. Yeah? It's not like the frog has to transform into a prince. No, you are the prince or the princess. You are. Frog is only a thought. So move away from the frog thought and be the prince or princess that you are.